Hey everyone! I decided that I need to make another Milanoo video for a few reasons. The first being that almost ever since it was uploaded a few years ago, people keep telling me that I'm lying, it's fake, it's untrue. Also, because more recently people have been saying that the video is outdated and that it may have been true at one point, but it is no longer true. None of them want to do research or click the links that I provided, so I'm going to add photographic evidence to this video to avoid that confusion. Secondly, many people mistook the review video that I posted a few months ago as a positive review. It was not intended to be a positive review. It was more just giving criticism and telling them how they could improve was supposed to be supposedly the main point of doing that review, but a lot of people took it to be positive, and it wasn't positive, and it wasn't intended to be positive. Also, thirdly, I uncovered that Milanoo is still doing some dishonest stuff, and so I want to go over everything that happened between myself and Milanoo and make everything that happened public so that no one is really confused about my motives or anything. So first off, I want to show you some photos from Milanoo reviews. Here you can see some really bad lace and that the buttons were not secured properly to the outfit. Here is some very, very sheer fabric. You can see how see-through that is. This was supposed to be a pocket, but clearly it's not a pocket. It's just kind of a half circle of lace haphazardly sewn around a ribbon. Here are some pearls attached to the dress with safety pins. The safety pins were very big and very visible and just very, very tacky. And here is not only more awful lace, but you can see how tight that sleeve was on her, that it was just hurting her arm where it's all red there. This is a picture from one of the most popular Milanoo reviews, negative ones, where on the left is the picture that the person was supposed to receive, and on the right is a picture of what they did receive. Now you can't see it very well on this video, but it is really horrible looking, and I encourage you to look up that review. Now, besides the shoddy products that you've just witnessed, people have had other problems with Milanoo, problems with their customer service, problems with them stealing images from Lolita brand names, and even stealing images from popular Lolita bloggers to feign support from them. And Milanoo has also been known to troll Lolita communities, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Facebook. They just troll everywhere. They fake positive reviews all the time. One of Milanoo's representatives actually admitted to me that they have faked positive reviews and censor negative reviews, so this is not false. I am not lying. They admitted it to me. And here's the email. I've underlined and read the important parts. You can see that they say they forgot to remove the fake reviews, they faked reviews, and that they ignore bad reviews. It's also known that they do not allow negative reviews to be posted to their website. So any negative review that is submitted to their website, they'll say, oh, we got it, and it will never be posted. And they'll send you an email bugging you about it. If anyone still needs any evidence that Milanoo is a scam after this, Milanoo does have a rating of F with the Better Business Bureau after 17 complaints have been filed against them. The Better Business Bureau is a non-profit organization that has been rating the reliability of businesses since 1912. They would not give Milanoo a rating of F if they did not have significant evidence to show that they were a scam. Now I'll tell you all my entire experience with Milanoo, for anyone who's curious. I made my Milanoo is a scam video a few years ago without ever having bought anything from Milanoo. I made the video because Milanoo was being boycotted by the Lolita community, and it still is, and a lot of people still didn't know that Milanoo was a scam, so I really just wanted to spread the word, and I wanted to make sure New Lolita didn't have this problem of wasting their money and not getting the dress that they wanted because I thought that that would really suck if that happened to me. I wouldn't like it. Then I started up the Milanoo's a Scam page on Facebook also, and I kept getting more and more views and likes and views and likes. Then I started to notice Milanoo employees liking my Milanoo's a Scam page on Facebook, and it kind of weirded me out. I felt a little concerned. Eventually I got a message from Milanoo on YouTube insisting that they wanted to send me free product to prove that they weren't a scam. I insisted, I said 3 or 4 times I sent them a message saying that I would really prefer that they just give refunds to some of the people they rip off if they wanted to prove that they weren't a scam. But they kept sending me emails in broken English saying, we send you free dress, we send you free dress, we send you free dress. So eventually I said, okay, send me a free dress, I want this one. So I got the dress after 1 or 2 weeks, reasonable amount of time. I opened up the package, and it was not like the picture. There were some definite differences from the picture. It was not the size I ordered, and in fact, it was not a woman's size. Like, I'm not really super hourglass shaped, but it was fine in the waist and far too tight in the bust, and it had too much room in the shoulders. So I was like, I think it was made for a man to wear. I feel like it was made for a male-bodied person, and I thought that was really weird. And the materials were really low quality as well. So anyways, it was not a good dress. It was a Lolita Princess dress. It did have the Lolita Princess tag in it from the Taobao store. I didn't bother to respond to them after receiving the dress because I just thought it was really funny that they were trying so hard to prove to me that they weren't a scam, but they sent me that awful dress. And they didn't contact me again on YouTube. So about a year later, almost exactly a year later, they began commenting on my Milanoo's a Scam page on Facebook. They pretended to want to help the commenters who had been ripped off, people commenting on the wall of the Milanoo's a Scam page, and they kept insisting that we're not bad anymore. So then they responded to one of my comments saying that they wanted to fly me to China to see their workplace so that I would know that they weren't a scam. I told them to message me if they wanted to talk to me, and they messaged me again asking if I wanted to come to China to see their offices. They also said that Milanoo had been bad in the past. They admitted that they had ripped some people off, but they said that they had changed and they were no longer scamming people. I declined their invitation to come to China, but the representative kept saying that they were improving, they were continuing to improve, they had improved. So they said that they would like to hire a Lolita expert to teach them more about Lolita fashion because that was actually, according to him, the area that they had the most trouble in. So he asked me if I would like the job, and at first I declined because I was concerned, like, what is this, an attempt to get my information? But then I remembered that they already had my information. If they would just figure out that Milanoo's a Scam Facebook page, same person as Milanoo's a Scam YouTube video. But they didn't seem to figure that out for a while until after I told them my name. So anyways, eventually I accepted the job, and we worked out that they would pay me $18 an hour to make PowerPoints about Lolita fashion and present them over Skype to a room full of Milanoo employees. I made a few PowerPoints about things like quality and the different sub-fashions, and I never had a problem with payments. They always paid me $18 an hour. It was pretty good. Presenting them over Skype was really interesting. It was an audio call, so I had no idea how many people were in the room, but most of the time when the call would start, there was just all kinds of talking that I couldn't understand, obviously, because it was in Chinese. But there was just lots and lots of talking, and I would be like, surprised, and I would say, hello? And they seemed to be passing a microphone around the room so that different people could ask me questions. At one point, one of them asked me if I would be interested in being an admin of the Milanoo Facebook page, but then I never heard anything else about that. I started to think that if they would spend that much money for my advice, they must be serious about improving. I mean, I never gave them any information that would really help them rip people off. It was all information about how to improve their products. So, to this day, I wonder at them spending all that money just to convince me, one person, that they weren't a scam. But, anyways, after several PowerPoints, the representative then told me that he wanted to have Milanoo send dresses to me for myself and several of my friends so that we could have a tea party, take pictures, and review the dresses. I was surprised because I didn't think they had enough time to implement my suggestions, so I was wondering why they wanted me to do it, but I figured they want to do it so that they can get me to actually view the products and then give them suggestions based on what I was seeing, and that made sense to me. So we began planning the tea party. At first, they said that they could custom size dresses for me and all my friends. So me and 14 of my friends, 15 people in total, we all picked out dresses from the website and gave them our exact measurements as per their request. And then Milanoo emailed back saying that 4 of the dresses were sold out. So I asked those 4 girls to pick a different dress, pick a backup dress, and we sent them those. And then they sent another email back saying that some of the dresses, both the backup dresses and some of the dresses I originally sent, would not be able to be custom sized. So I had all those girls pick more backup dresses, but then they said that only one of those backup dresses could be made, and they needed the rest of the girls, I think it was about 5 girls, maybe 4, to pick from a list of dresses that they had. So I looked at the list of dresses that they had, and most of them were either kind of costumey or very iffy looking quality in the pictures on their websites. So all the girls who had to order off of that list weren't very happy. And a lot of people judge them really poorly about it in the Lolita community because they said, oh, they picked those dresses, oh, they must be Itos. It's like, no, they had to pick them from not that good of a selection. But anyways, I digress. So anyways, they said that we could custom size dresses, but then something happened and they changed their mind? I don't know. So a few of the girls had to pick from that list, and they weren't really happy about it. So then it got close to the tea party, and Milanoo told me that the dresses may not make it on time. And I was kind of upset because it was like 6 days before the party-ish, and we'd agreed on the time for the tea party. They said that they wanted the tea party done before Christmas. So they set a deadline for me, and that was the time we had agreed upon. They said before that they could do it by then, so obviously I was pretty upset. So then they emailed me back and they said, oh, the dresses will make it on time. They said, yeah, they'll be making it on time. We've got them all now. And I said, oh, okay. And I went out and bought the food for the tea party, and I was getting ready. And two or 3 days before the tea party, they said, okay, here's your tracking number. And I looked at the tracking number, and it said that they were going to get there 3 days after the day that the party was scheduled to be. And I said, what? No, that's a problem. So I emailed them, and they responded like a day later saying that they were calling the post office and to see what they could do, but it was the day before the tea party, so obviously they couldn't do anything. So I had to reschedule, and I was pretty mad because, like I said, I already bought the food. But they did say they'd reimburse me for the food, and they did reimburse me for the food. So anyways, but the problem was people had already asked off work for that event and everything. And so in order to reschedule reschedule all the people within the next month, I had to have 3 different little tea parties to get everyone, and that was kind of annoying. At the first 2 tea parties, everything was pretty nice. The 4 Infanta dresses were really pretty nice. They had some weird little tiny issues, but overall they were really great. And they were just nice. But the other dresses were a little iffy quality, but mostly it was the ones that were ordered off of that list, so we weren't too concerned about it. And there weren't many size issues. There were some, but we definitely expected the sizing issues. So then the last tea party happened, and only 3 out of 4 of those dresses fit, and all 4 of them were just the worst quality out of all 15 yet, and it was just a bizarre change because they were pretty decent, and then there was just no, it was just horrible. So if you've seen the review, you remember us mentioning that one of the girls had to be cut out of her dress because the zipper was sewn over and it broke. As you can see, the dress was rendered completely unwearable. So one of the things with people who mistook the review for a positive review, this was Milanoo sending us free dresses that they knew were going to be reviewed publicly. They knew and wanted these dresses to be reviewed publicly because these were the best dresses that they can provide. They're sending out the best so they can get reviewed. That's what they're doing in their mind. And 2 of them were unwearable. Only 5 out of 15 were worth the price they were listed for. That's horrible for someone's best effort. That's terrible. Imagine what a paying customer who they don't expect to review the product is going to get if only 5 out of 15 of us thought they were worth the quality and 2 were completely unwearable. Imagine what happens when you are a paying customer and they don't know that you're going to review the product. That's not acceptable. It's not remotely acceptable. So anyways, I sent Milanoo the criticism hoping that they would use it as suggestions to improve, and then I didn't hear much from them for a few months. Since they told me they stopped posting fake reviews on their websites and took the old ones down, I was really curious to see if they'd told me the truth. So I looked at their website, and I did see a few fishy reviews. There wasn't a lot that really jumped out at me like this is definitely 100% fake, but I did see some fishy reviews. And there were no 1, 2, or 3-star reviews. And that struck me because I know people are trying to post some 1, 2, and 3-star reviews. I know for a fact that they are. There were only 4 and 5-star reviews. So I'm looking at these reviews wondering about this, and I noticed a lot of 5-star reviews that said really negative things, but they were 5 stars. And those were the negative reviews that slipped through the cracks because they accidentally rated it the wrong thing. So here is one of the reviews. You can see that this is an awful review. So what I have to assume is that these reviews that get posted that are so horrible but that are 5-star reviews are the negative reviews that slip through the cracks. So if there's so many negative reviews that people are accidentally making them 5 stars, and this is a common thing, then there must be a ton of negative reviews that get posted to Milanoo daily. So basically, if you post a negative review to Milanoo, 1, 2, or 3 stars, they don't post it. They don't look at it. They don't post it. So I was curious, and so I posted a detailed review of the first dress that I received from Milanoo, the one that I received about a year and a half ago now. It was a true review, and the same dress was still up on their website. So the review was confirmed sent, and I received an automated email from Milanoo, but the review never went up on their website. They're still not allowing negative reviews to be posted to their website, which is really dishonest. And if you don't believe me, I mean, you can go try it. They don't require an order number or anything. So I'd already talked to them about their attempts to censor negative reviews and told them it was dishonest. I'd talked to them about it at least twice, so they know that it's wrong. They definitely know that it's wrong, and they're still doing it. So when I saw this, and I knew that I could see that they were not going to get rid of the supplier that was supplying the worst quality dresses, their main supplier really, I just wanted to redouble my efforts to expose them for the scam that they are, because they're going to keep ripping people off. And that's as simple as that. They're not improved. They're not improving. They're going to keep ripping people off. And if the Milanoo stands keep telling people, oh, I got a good thing, I got a good dress, and more people get tricked into buying and get ripped off, it's not going to be good. Some people do get good things from Milanoo, but it's like 1 in 10. I mean, A lot of people are getting ripped off, and you can't promote that. It's not right to promote that. So I really hope there's no longer any misunderstanding that I support Milanoo. I never did support Milanoo, and I don't now support Milanoo. Back when I posted the review, I was really hoping that they were going to improve, but I never once suggested that anyone buy from them, and I never once said that I thought they had improved. And you can look anywhere. I've never said that. I've never suggested that anyone buy from them. And I'm really glad I didn't. Because they have not improved. I really don't think they have, and I don't think they will at this point, because if they were going to, they would by now. They have the information. They probably had the information a long time ago, but if not, they definitely have the information now, because they are paying me that $18. So anyways, thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.